If you want the things no one else has, you must do the things no one else is willing to do. You say you want a different life, more money, more strength, more control over where your future is going. But wanting a different life is not what makes you different. Almost everyone wants the reward, but very few are willing to begin before the conditions feel right. You keep waiting for more money, more knowledge, a better plan, or a guarantee that the attempt will work. But none of these things arrive before you begin. They are created because you began. Confidence is built through action. Knowledge grows through experience. You do not need to know or have everything before you start the journey. You just need enough courage to take the first step with what you already have. You may not know whether it will work, but that does not mean you should remain still. You may not understand every part of the process. That does not mean you cannot begin learning. You may feel afraid, but that is normal. Fear is often the natural response to entering a life you have not lived before. The problem begins when you treat uncertainty as a command to stop. Many people ask for certainty before action, but certainty is rarely available at the beginning, and this is what holds people back. The beginning is where you have the least proof, the least experience, and that is why the first step feels so heavy. Because you are moving without the confidence that movement will eventually create. And so, many people spend more time preparing to take the step, not realizing that the opportunity is slipping away in the time they waste. There comes a point where preparation becomes another form of fear. You study the path without entering it. You improve the plan without testing it. You tell yourself that you are being responsible, but you are holding yourself back out of fear. Fear that the first attempt may not be good enough. Fear of failure. But you do not need a perfect plan. You just need a clear direction and one action that moves toward it. So start the work. Solve the problem that is directly in front of you. The entire road does not need to reveal itself before you take one step. The road only reveals itself once you start moving forward. Most people love the idea of winning. They love the image of success, the recognition, the freedom, the moment when all the work finally appears to make sense. But they do not love what comes before it. They do not like the confusion, the repetition, the embarrassment of failure, the frustration of not knowing the answer. But if you only love winning, you will hate most of the journey, because most of the journey does not feel like victory. It feels like trying to improve, trying to solve what defeated you yesterday, trying again without knowing whether this attempt will be the one that works. So you must fall in love with trying, because the art of trying and failing provides you with the most valuable things you could ask for. Information, experience, a clearer view of your weakness, evidence that you were willing to enter the arena instead of watching from a distance. An attempt does not have to give you victory to give you value. It can give you the information that you lack a skill you now know how to develop. This is not defeat. This is direction. The man who needs every attempt to validate him will not last. He becomes emotionally dependent on immediate success. When the result is slow, he loses belief. When the first plan fails, He assumes the entire mission was pointless. But the man who values the attempt remains steady. He knows that winning is not the only way he can move forward. He understands the work can make him wiser, more capable, more patient. Every time you confront something hard without immediately retreating, you strengthen the part of yourself that can face difficulty. You begin to see frustration differently. It is no longer proof that you should quit. It is a stage of understanding. It is the moment where the easy answers have ended and real thinking must begin. The moment where most people turn away, and where you have the chance to become someone they will never become. Problems are not what you should be avoiding. They are the path forward. They are what shape a man. A difficult problem forces you to become resourceful. It teaches patience. It teaches humility. And when you solve it, you carry the method into every challenge that follows. So do not panic when you meet resistance. Study it. What are you missing? What do you need to learn? An unsolved problem is not proof that you are incapable. It is work that has not yet been understood. And this is how you become a problem solver. You stop treating difficulty as an insult. You stop asking why everything is not easier. You become curious, patient, persistent, willing to remain with the problem longer than most people can tolerate. Most people leave when the solution is not immediate, and that is why the obstacle creates separation. Because worthwhile goals usually demand something the average person is unwilling to develop. Attention, judgment, endurance, the humility to learn, the discipline to return. You do not need to be the most talented person. You just need to become the person who can remain focused when talent is no longer enough. The person who keeps learning after the first loss. Exceptional results cannot grow from ordinary standards. You cannot demand an uncommon life while protecting habits that keep you average. Wanting is not enough, because everyone wants something. The important question is what your behavior is willing to support. How often do you work? What do you do when things get hard? How easily are you distracted? Most people will not be pleased with the answers they give to those questions. Many people turn away from the work at the first sign of discomfort. Most don't even start. But the more often you try, the more naturally you see yourself as someone who tries. The more promises you keep, the more confidence you carry into the next difficult moment. This is how behavior changes identity, not through what you call yourself, but through what you repeatedly prove. A man becomes disciplined by practicing discipline. He becomes courageous by moving while afraid. But you cannot rely on motivation for this. Some days you will feel powerful. Other days you will question the entire path. You will feel tired, frustrated, uninspired. You may feel no connection to the goal at all. But the task must still be done, even if your mood has changed. Feel what you feel. Then do what must be done. You do not need to become emotionless. You just need to stop allowing every emotion to rewrite important decisions. Your standard must be stronger than the temporary state passing through your mind. Motivation can help you begin, but only discipline can make the beginning repeatable. You must keep your mind under control, and this includes your attention. You cannot control every circumstance, but you can influence what receives your attention. Distraction has made focused people unusually powerful. Most people divide their minds across endless stimulation. They cannot stay with one problem. Their energy is constantly interrupted, and interrupted effort rarely becomes mastery. A person who can focus for long periods does not need to possess every advantage. Their attention becomes the advantage. They see what distracted people miss. They remain with problems long enough to understand them. They create separation because most people cannot resist being pulled away. So protect your attention. Remove what repeatedly interrupts the work. Choose a small number of objectives worthy of your energy. Then give them the kind of focus that feels unusual in a distracted world. You do not become exceptional by doing everything. You become exceptional by doing what matters with uncommon consistency. And while you work, do not spend your life competing against people you resent. Compete against the stronger version of yourself, the version who begins without waiting, who keeps his word, who studies the loss instead of running from it. Every day you avoid the work, that version moves further away. But every disciplined action closes the distance. The battle is not against someone else's success. It is against the part of you that keeps choosing familiarity over growth. The part that wants the reward without becoming the person who can hold it. Other people may doubt you. They may not understand the goal. They may tell you the odds are against you. But you must ignore the doubt. But do not allow another person's prediction to become your outcome. Do not assume they are speaking from a place of fact. They may be judging your future through the person you are today. But the purpose of the journey is to change that person. You are not promising to remain as you are. You are committing to learn, to improve, to become more capable than the version of you their opinion was based on. And some people may not approve of this. There may come a point when you must continue without encouragement, when nobody understands why the work matters to you. This is where you have to make a decision. Do it alone if you must, because support cannot become a condition for your effort. There will be work you must do alone. Early mornings nobody sees. Decisions nobody understands. Hours of practice that produce no applause. But that does not mean you're on the wrong path. It just means the path you're on is testing you. So do not resent the lonely beginning. Use it. It teaches you whether you can keep moving without validation. A man who can only work when he is supported by others does not yet own his mission. The mission still belongs to the crowd. So own it. Carry it. Become responsible for the first step, then the second. Let your effort become the evidence other people cannot yet see. Some will understand later. Some never will. But understanding is not required for you to begin. Do it alone if you must. Do it with little if that is all you have. Do it scared. But begin. Do not wait until you feel ready, because you will never feel ready. The perfect time to start is now. Exceptional people are not created by waiting for a different feeling. They are created through uncommon responses to ordinary difficulty. They become the person who tries again, who studies, who adjusts, who remains, who develops an appetite for effort stronger than the fear of losing. Fall in love with trying. Fall in love with the process of discovering what you do not know, with the moment a difficult problem finally becomes clear. And remember, you may lose. The first attempt may fail. The plan may need to change. But you can survive an unsuccessful attempt. What you cannot build anything from, however, is permanent inaction. Nothing changes when nothing is attempted. No information is created. No skill is tested. No new path becomes visible. You only need one major win to change the direction of your life. But you may need many attempts before you become capable of recognizing or carrying it. The losses experience may contain the lessons the final victory requires. The person you become during the attempt may matter just as much as the outcome itself. Struggle can reveal courage that comfort would never demand. So stop waiting for the perfect beginning. It does not exist. Start before you feel ready. Learn while moving. Correct the plan through experience. Ask for help when you need it, but do not wait for someone else to begin your life for you. If you want the things no one else has, you must do the things no one else is willing to do. Be willing to try without a guarantee, to work without applause, to control your attention, to begin alone when necessary. You may not know whether the attempt will work. You may not know who will stand beside you. But you already know what happens if you never begin. Nothing. So use what you have. Take the step you can take. Do the work in front of you. Fall in love with trying. Do it scared. Do it alone if you have to. But you must begin.